and welcome to my channel. I am the Painful Stitcher. My name's Julie or Julianne. And today is Monday, February 20th. I looked at my watch before we began this time. And my channel is all about cross stitch and other crafts that I do from time to time. So let's begin. Little life update. I didn't get as much stuff as I wanted done because I did have that root canal and it kind of kicked my butt, and I was in bed a lot more than I thought I would be because the root canal was right on my left side and it was right in that nerve. And so I was down a lot more than I thought I would be because he went right into that nerve and it just triggered my pain for the whole side. So it triggered the pain a lot more than I thought it would. So I'm just getting back up and going. Nothing else really going on. We don't have really exciting lives. We booked our family reunion for July. It's not really family reunion. It's just some of my family gets together, mainly my sister and her family and my family. And then my brother and his girls hopefully will come. And then my aunt and uncle from Santa Barbara usually join us. And I'm hoping my other Aunt Mary, Ann and her husband can come up for a few days. We're going to go to Tahoe this year, and we rented a VRBO house. And so that'll be fun, something to look forward to. Get to see some family this summer and enjoy some family time. We're a very close-knit family. I grew up with all my cousins all the time, and my sister and mom and brother, we're all very close. And my nieces and nephews, I adore them. I do adore them. And they all got their boxes. My son, weirdest thing, our mail got screwed with. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden we weren't getting our packages. And I was missing like 6 packages. And I had to come clean because I was like, Chad, I'm missing like 6 packages. What's going on? We had to go down to the post office, and they were like, no, we gave you a key to like your package thing. And I'm like, we didn't get no key. And there were packages that were delivered on all different days. So were you just hoarding them in this box, or our mail was getting messed with? So we were like, what is going on? Then I kept saying to my son, did you get your box? Did you get your box? He's like, no, Mom, we haven't got a box yet. And then he goes, to be honest with you, Mom, we haven't got any mail for like 5 or 6 days. I'm like, what do you mean you haven't got any mail? And he's like, yeah, for 5 or 6 days we haven't got any mail, not any spam mail, nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh, you need to go tell them you're not getting any mail. Then we tracked the package we sent him, and it said undeliverable. There's nobody at this address. And I was like, yes, there is somebody living at that address. And so I said, Zach, it's saying that your mail is undeliverable, that there's nobody living at that address. And he's like, well, we're still living here. So he had to go open an investigation. And then he opens the investigation, and 2 days later, his box just shows up at his front door. Like, not in his mailbox or with a key saying you have to go, because he has one of those, you know how now they don't deliver your mail to your door? Apparently that's too hard, or life is too impacted. There's too many people. So now they have these things where you go get your mail and then they give you a key when you have a box. Well, that's what he has also. We have that now. The house we lived at when he was growing up, they still delivered to your door. But when we moved to this new development, you have that. And so he has that too. And it didn't even put a key in his thing, and it just showed up at his front door, which is weird. And they're still investigating why he's still not getting mail. And oh my God, it's so weird. And I said, it's the last name. Somebody at the mail service does not like us because we live in Casper and he lives in Boise, Idaho. So our mail got messed up, and then his mail got messed up. It's the last name. I mean, it's a conspiracy. And I'm not even a conspiracy theorist. Not at all. I don't believe that stuff, but now I'm starting to believe it. That's kind of weird, don't you think? I think it's weird because then he just got a new job. And you know how you fill out the I-9s? Okay, so you fill out the I-9s and then nothing happens. They file them and it goes in the paperwork. And you just fill out your name, date, you give them your license and your social security card, and they have to see 2 forms of identification. So he gave him his passport and his driver's license, and you're done. Well, he got an email from Homeland Security saying he is not allowed to work in the United States because his I-9 was wrong. He's a born U.S. citizen. How? Oh, it's just us. We have the worst luck. If we didn't have bad luck, we'd have no luck. That's the saying my husband always says. It's the weirdest thing. And my mom and dad, who owned their own company for years, they're like, how do you screw up an I-9? You usually just file it in a thing, and if they come, they look at it. But oh my God, my son was freaking out. He's like, oh my God, Mom, Homeland Security said I have 10 days to do it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I've never heard of that happening, ever. Never. And my mom and dad were like, we've never heard of that happening, ever. And I was like, that is... Okay, so that's the weird, like, nothing exciting happened, but those weird things happened. I mean, so I guess those are kind of weird so that's kind of exciting, weird, but in our lives, those are just everyday occurrences. It's something weird. One time, I had to be in the hospital because I got really, really sick. It was like in 2008 or 9 or something. I got so sick that I could not stop vomiting and something else. And I was so sick that they kept putting liquid in me, and I kept extinguishing so fast. I was getting so dehydrated that they were running all this tests to figure out what was wrong with me. And I had some, like, what was it called? I don't know. My husband knows what it's called. But I had some bug that you can only get in a river in Africa. I've never been to Africa. Never. And they couldn't figure out how I got it because they're like, you can only get this from a river in Africa. And I'm like, well, I haven't been to Africa recently. I hadn't left Wyoming for like the last 6 months. But I got a bug from a river in Africa. Couldn't figure it out. They were like, you're weird. I said, I know. Talk to my doctors. I mean, I got the weirdest things. And they were always like, how do you get these things? But the best ever was one time after my appendix burst, we were in the hospital. Then, appendix burst, I got sick and blah, 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 out of the hospital. My 83-year-old grandma flew from California to come take care of me for like 4 weeks because I was that sick. But then 3 months after that, I think it was 3 or 4 months after that, I kept getting this pain in my side. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this pain? Went to the hospital. They told my husband I was hysterical. I didn't trying to get his attention or something. And my husband's like, no, she's pretty tough. It's not that. They're like, yeah, it's nothing wrong with her. They ran a CT. They couldn't find anything. So Monday we called my surgeon and we're like, yeah, I had my own surgeon because I had 23 surgeries in very short. Well, it was like over a 10-year period. And I was like, dude, this is really bad, painful. And he like touched where the pain was, like on my side. And I almost punched him because it hurt so bad. And he was like, okay, that's not normal. Let's just go do laparoscopic and see what's wrong. My appendix, like the stub where your appendix one, it like the scar tissue grew, like the appendix didn't grow back, but I like say that it did, but it didn't. But that's how I explain it. Like it grew back. Like the stub, the scar tissue grew back and it was wrapping around my colon and cutting it off or whatever, cutting my colon off. And they had heard about it, but never had seen it here in Wyoming. So they paraded all the freaking surgeons through, like they'd went and told my husband, yeah, we're keeping her open and not fixing it yet because we've heard of something like this happening, but we've never seen it. So we're just having all the surgeons come in and look at this because it's amazing. Like we've never seen this before. And I'm like, oh, thank you very much. And then the thing that pissed me off is every one of those bloody doctors charged us. Like they all charged us for going in and looking at it. And I was like, if it's teaching them, how am I getting charged for all this? Oh my God, it was a fiasco because we were like, we're not getting charged for like 17 doctors walking in. Oh my God, it pissed me off. So, but I mean, that's what I'm talking about is weird crap happens all the time. It's weird. I mean, people that know me that have been on this journey with us since like 2003, they always say, if we didn't know you, we would think you were lying out your baboo. And I'm like, well, yeah, but they've been there. So they're like, yeah, you're crazy. You're just crazy. I mean, my neurologist all the time is always like, yeah, if I didn't know you and treat you, I would think you were loony. And I'm like, well, I am a little crazy, a little bit, but not totally. Although sometimes I think I'm losing my mind. But he assures me that I'm usually not, that there's usually something wrong with me. So, I don't know. But back to cross stitch. Back to why we're here. So, I have 2 FFOs and like 3 or 4, 5 maybe finishes, which I haven't finished some of them yet because I'm waiting for some fabric. Because I went to try and buy shamrock fabric and I couldn't find any. Could not find any. In Casper, they were out of shamrock fabric. Everywhere. Walmart, Hobby Lobby. Michael's doesn't carry fabric. We don't have a Joann's. We do have 2. Oh, I should have thought about that. There's the So Vacuum store. They sell sewing machines and vacuums. Wouldn't have thought those went together, but they do apparently. And we have a quilting store, but I didn't think about going there. I never think about going there. I've got to start remembering those 2. So my FFOs, I showed this as a finish last time. Bless Your Heart by Stitching with the Housewives. And it didn't fit on the Housewives like 3.5 or 3, whatever they're, that go with them are, because I did on 25 count pink splash fabric. Or Lugana. And so I found somebody on Etsy who was selling 4-inch round sticky board circles. So it fit perfect on those. So I just laced it in the back and stuck it on there with some hot glue and tied just a simple gingham to match the stripes here, and went with that because I guess stripes and gingham, I like it. It looks good. I'm not good at little bows like this, so I always make my mom tie them. So I told her she had to live till she was 125 so she could be able to tie all my bows. But I like how it turned out, and I'm putting it in a little tier tray in my bedroom with this one. This is Our Love Story. These are the 2 I liked from the Stitching with the Housewives. I mean, they were all nice, but these were my favorite. So I stitched these 2 quick stitches. Our Love Story. Now I did the Love Story on 14 count pale gray gingham. 14 count pale gray gingham. And on this one, the little easel and the round came from 141 Chantel's mystery box that just came out, and I painted it teal. I painted it a teal color, and then I glued rickrack just with Aleene's glue because it dries, clear. And so I just glued that around before I put it on there, and then I hot glued it. And then I did a little bow with a little bling there. I like my bling. I like a little bling bling every once in a while. And so I just did a cute little, and then this is on the tiered tray also with my Bless Your Heart and some other little Valentine-y things. And then the other FFOs I have were not cross stitch, but I found these little cups at Hobby Lobby, these little cups. So I made some pin cushions out of them, just with some gingham. This is Lori Holt's gingham line. And then I had these pins from Just Your Button Factory. And this one's like a heart, a heart, a ladybug, a heart, and a bird, a crow. And then I had a pink one, and I had a teal one. So I did the teal with the snowman, the star, and the cardinal. And then I had a green one. So I did it with the green gingham, and I did the honey pots. So it's a honey pot, a comb, and a little bee. A honeycomb. It's a little honeycomb, and the bee, and the honey pot. So I thought those turned out really cute. And you know, I always need next to my stitching chair downstairs, because I do 90% of my stitching, probably, well, I would say 50-50. 50% of my stitching downstairs in my stitching chair. And that's where I do all of my, one day I'll have to do, my next Flostube I'll do downstairs from my craft table. This is my craft room where I keep, this behind me is a Murphy bed. Believe it or not, it's a queen size Murphy bed. So this pulls out into a queen size Murphy bed. So this is also our guest room and my craft room, because over here is all my craft stuff in shelves. And then when people come visit, you pull this down and it's a guest room. And downstairs next to my stitching chair, we have a huge table that I craft and my sewing machines down there, because I do all my finishing down there and all my little crafts like this with my hot glue gun and all that stuff, because I would be stuck up here doing it all the time and I wouldn't be with my family, you know, my mom and my dad. And my husband works, he's a fireman, and he's gone 48 hours at a time. So when he's gone, I'm downstairs with my mom and dad and cross-stitching and crafting. And so I don't want to be stuck up here all by myself. So I do most of it downstairs with my parents most of the time. And so I'll have to do one downstairs. But I was saying, what I love about these is I love having one next to my stitching chair, because even when I'm changing colors, I just need somewhere to stick it for a sec. And so I just have it sitting right there, and I can stick my needle in there for a second, come back, grab the needle out, or if I'm unkitting something and I need stick it. So I have one on my craft table, one on my stitching chair, then I have one next to on my nightstand, because I do the other 50% of my stitching in bed. I do have an adjustable bed. My husband never adjusts his side. His side stays flat all the time, unless we're watching a movie during the day, afternoon or something. Otherwise, it stays flat. Mine, I adjust all the time. One, because hard to get comfortable to sleep. We've had one since probably 2012. After I was diagnosed, the doctor said it would be prudent to get one because it's hard to get comfortable, and all that. But, and then at night when he falls asleep, I usually stay up and stitch later. If I wake up and I can't stitch, or can't sleep, if I wake up and I can't sleep, then I'll stitch. I have a big magnifying light and magnifier next to my bed, and one downstairs next to my stitching chair. Well, because you can't bring it up and down with you. I mean, it's huge. It's a big light and it's on wheels, and you know, you have to have one for each area. My eyesight has gotten bad, they said, due to the anesthesia. It got worse with every surgery, so I need a magnifying glass. 14 count, I don't need it as much, but I've just gotten so used to it. I'm trying to wean myself off of it for 14 count, but now that I've started a couple projects with linen, oh, I can't do without. I'm not the biggest fan of linen, as you all know, but 25 count, if I have to, with a great light, I can do it without, but 32 count, even 32 count Lugana, I need magnifier glass. Although I do have a necklace that I bought once that has a magnifier glass in it, you know, when you go out and you need. I have used that before in a pinch. Like when we didn't think we would be somewhere for very long and then we ended up and I'm like, oh my God, at least my necklace has a magnifying glass. It was a good buy. I mean, it wasn't even expensive. I mean, it was kind of cheap off QVC. It's one of my other favorite places to shop besides 123 and Factory. Although I got cut off from QVC for a while because we got too many packages. Just saying, I get banned and cut off from a lot of places. So my next finishes that I have. So I worked, I have Be Nice or Buzz Off. I just had to finish the off, so I went with it and just got the off done. So that's on 25 count Lugana, White Lugana by Lori Holt. So that's a pretty one. And I want to, I was starting to kit for, I want to do the Sal that they're doing for Hive Rules. So I was going through and looking for stuff for that, and I found this in a bag, and I was like, all I have to do is finish off. Well, I should get that done. So now I have to FFO it. I'm not sure what I want to do, so that's why I haven't FFO'd it. I think I want to do a pillow like the one they just finished for their new one, Primrose Cottages. I think that would be really cute. And I have, is it behind me? Oh, you shouldn't look at the back of my hair. I tried to curl it and didn't look that cute down, so I just threw it up. I have a pillow behind me that I got at the retreat with the Primrose Cottage girls in Florida. When they did their first retreat with Annabella's, I was there. And at the Smalls, what is that called? Smalls. Oh my God, I hate words. Smalls Exchange. There we go. Smalls Exchange. I got one from the mom, Eddie. Jess and I Jess was there at my table 8. And we kind of colluded together because I saw which bag Nettie put down. I was like, oh my God, I want the mom's because I bet it's awesome. And she wanted one that was pink that you could open. And so we each got the other ones that we wanted, and then we switched. We were bad. But, oh, I love the Primrose girls. I love them. So I kind of want to finish this like the one that's coming out that says, I'd rather be stitching. Oh my God, I want that one so bad. And I haven't done Hive Rules yet. And the other B one I did, I gave as my Smalls Exchange. And I was so excited because the girl who got it really loved it. And I was really kind of worried because I didn't know if my finishing was as good as some of those other people who just do awesome things. And I'm like, I'm not that awesome. But she liked it, so I was very excited. And so that's what I was finding, and that's why. So that's my whole spiel. I get on rants, people. Just don't let me get on rants. Okay. So I finished that one because I just had to finish off. So that one's done. And then I started on St. Patty's Day. I did the 6x6 that Jessica and Flamingo, Fanciful Flamingo. I love her. I didn't know about her. And then I met her at the retreat because she was with Sweetwater Stitcher. And I watch Sweetwater Stitcher every week. And I want to be Sweetwater Stitcher because she's like so organized, and like her stuff is so pretty, and like her stitches look so nice, and she does these beautiful like samplers, and they look so pretty. And I don't do like pretty things. I like that. Like I like Brenda Gervais, and I've started a lot of hers, And I finished some, but like, I don't have like, I don't know, I'm not like the Sweetwater Stitcher. I tell my husband all the time, I want to be the Sweetwater Stitcher. She seems so, and I met her, and she even seemed like nice and elegant, and I'm not like that at all. But Fanciful Flamingo, I met her, well, I was there just for like 2 seconds, and then I started watching her floss stitch, and I tell you, I love her. Oh my God, I've been binge watching it. That lady cracks me up. So then I'm watching her, and it's just like the Sable Stitchers. I watch them with my headphones on at night because my husband falls asleep, and then he doesn't like to listen to talking. Like, I'm not allowed to watch The Real Housewives ever when he's trying to sleep because he says he doesn't want to hear talking while he's sleeping. Which I get because, you know, he gets woken up all the time at the fire station and he doesn't like that. So I put my, headphones on and I listen to him while I'm stitching and stuff. And the Sable Stitchers and the Fanciful Flamingo, I start laughing. And then I don't realize how loud I'm laughing because they're like noise canceling headphones. And so then he gets mad at me because I'm cracking up and he's trying to sleep. So then they're banned. I can't watch them while he's home because, well, I could watch them during the day. Well, I do with my mom, like we'll watch them during the day and laugh, but I can't watch them at night when he's in bed with me because they make me laugh and then he gets mad and then he gets woke up. And so now they're banned. So the Sable Stitchers are now banned because, is it Lenny cracks me up? I mean, I laugh. That woman, I'm going to adopt her as my grandma. My grandma died 3 years ago and I don't have one now, so I'm going to adopt her if she would let me because I love her. She cracks me up. And the Fancy Flamingo cracks me up all the time. I think her husband and my husband would get along. So we probably should never let them meet because they would probably ban us from buying everything, which is totally not fair. I mean, I get banned from Hobby Lobby every other week. And Michael's. Now I'm banned from both right now. Nobody will take me. I bet the Fancy Flamingo would take me because she sounds like she can drive. I have to, get more friends that could drive. Although my friend Lori can drive. And she takes me to lunch. And I should just make her take me to Hobby Lobby. And we should not eat. That should be our next date. Although she's already corrupted me because she used to get me my Girl Scout cookies, and now you can order Girl Scout cookies online. So I did. I ordered 10 boxes of the Thin Mints. People, I just want you to know, I just personally lost 75 pounds. So I've been doing good. But Thin Mints, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You put those in the freezer. If you have never put those in the freezer, you need to be putting those in the freezer because then they're like a chocolate frozen cookie. They're awesome. Put the whole pack, both packages from the box in the freezer and let them stay overnight. And then you just go get a couple and they're like a frozen delight. They're the best things. And I can't believe people eat them without having them in the freezer. I just thought that was weird. I thought everybody put them in the freezer, but apparently many of you eat them just out of the box from the cupboard without putting them in the freezer. And I'm just saying, they should only be eaten from the freezer. Just a good Girl Scout cookie tip for you. And the new raspberry ones are what I really wanted. And those are out till March 4th. So now I had to put an alert on my phone to remember to go online. You can only buy them online, direct ship. This is what you learn from these little Girl Scout cookie girls. Direct ship, starting March 4th. I shouldn't tell these people I'm never going to get the raspberry cookies. So never mind. They're sold out. You can't get them anymore. But back to my cross stitch. I, if you haven't noticed, love Primrose Cottage. And I did their Lucky Love on 25 count. It's not white. It's oh my gosh. I totally lost what it is. but it's not white. I'm sorry. But it's all called for colors. It's all the called for colors. So I finished that Lucky Love, and I finished Irish Kisses also on the same cloth. And that's all for, and there's only 2 colors in this one. There's only 3 colors in this one because of the white. There's just 2 greens and a white, and in this one there's just 2 greens. And I think it's 704 and 904. But I finished them on the same cloth right there. Just kept a gap. And I'm going to do them pillows, but I think I'm going to do them, I wanted shamrock, because I'm going to do them in the pillows, so that there'll be some fabric on the front and on the bottom, and then the back. So I have some fabric, on the front, the bottom, and the back. So 3 different fabrics. And I did buy these 2 from Walmart because I thought they went really well with the love. I thought they went really well with the love. So, and I also thought this went really well with the love. This gingham. So I could do 3. I don't know. What do you think? I could do these 3 with this love. But I kind of wanted some shamrocks in there because we've got a shamrock. And then I also have this gingham. And these 2 ginghams are from the Lori Holtz gingham collection. I got, from Fat Quarter Shop, I got like a fat quarter of every one of her ginghams. They have like a package where you get, it's not like a roll or anything. It's just one of those packages you can get from Fat Quarter. But so I have those that look good, but I still I ordered some off Etsy that kind of looked nice. So I want to see when those come in, what I could do. And I also did the Luck of the Irish. And it's the same fabric. These just have very muted greens. They're like 3051 and 3052, I believe, from DMC. It's the called for colors. May the luck of the Irish be with you. This one was a little bit, and a crew. A crew is what the Irish is. And I found this at Hobby Lobby, and I think this goes with this perfect. So I didn't know if I should do this like on a board with this behind it, or if I should just make it into a bigger pillow and do a strip here, and the whole back in all of this. Because the shamrock fabric I got will not go with this at all, but this goes perfectly with this. So I don't know if I should do a board with this or a pillow with all of this. I don't know. I have to think about it. So it just went with it perfect. And I didn't even take these with me. So those are my finishes. And then I have this, and it's all kitted. It came kitted, but it has the it comes with 18 count linen, and you work it 2 threads over 2 threads with 1 strand of the pearl cotton. And it's called Clover of Clovers. And it looks cute. I'm not a fan of the pearl cotton though. And it's from Bent Creek. And it's got everything with it that you need. And I just don't like the pearl cotton. 18 count linen is not that bad. If you've never worked with linen before, 18 count isn't that bad. I would take 18 count linen over 32 count linen. So I think I'm going to give this away today. So this is going to be a giveaway today because I just don't like pearl cotton. So this is going to be a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. So now I'm going to show you my whips. Oh, I do have another giveaway. So just wait. But I'm going to show you my whips. I was working on these and I picked them back up just so I could finish them. Autumn Littles by Waxy Moon Design. And they're really adorable. And I am doing the raccoon and the fox. Is that a fox? No, the autumn fox and the pumpkin patch raccoon. And the raccoon is done. I just have to do some back stitching in him. Isn't he cute? And the little fox is almost done. I just have his eyes and some back stitching. And then I was going to just make these into some little pillows for a fall bowl. Stick them in with, a fall bowl. And I don't know if I'll make any more. If I do another one, I think it'll be the squirrel and the turkey. And they're on the bottom, the squirrel and the turkey. I think if I make... Although that owl is really cute too, don't you think? I like that owl too. So I've been working on those just to get them done. And those are all in Weeks Dye Works. And this is 25 count white. White, 25 count white Lugana by Lori Holt. This is Lori Holt's. And my other whips are behind me. So let me scoot out. These are my other ones I've been working on. Now today is President's Day. So I pulled out Where Liberty Dwells by Brenda Gervais and With Thy Needle. And I'm doing this one up here, the 1776. And I started last night on it, so it's a start. I started last night on it. And I haven't got really far today or last night, but I'm on the dress. And this is 25 count vintage country mocha. Let me see if I can hold that better. 25 count vintage country mocha. And I have her dress. I'm working on her dress. And I have used most of the called for colors. But I also, one of the things I like about the Sweetwater Stitcher and Fancy Flamingo is they're doing that stitch from your stash, hashtag SYS, and then they did the 6 in 6, which I did. That's how I did the Love, Irish Love, and Irish Kisses was the 6 in 6. I finished in 3 hours Irish Love, and then it almost took me 3 hours to finish Irish Kisses on that Saturday and Sunday of last weekend that they did, Super Bowl weekend. It took me 3 hours to do Irish Love, which is this one. Oops. This one took me 3 hours. That was it. And this one, all I had left was Kisses for the 3 hours, the next 3 hours on Sunday. All I had left was Kisses. And I watched the Super Bowl doing that with my husband. I mean, I didn't really watch it, I was stitching, but you know how I stopped to watch the commercials, and if I hadn't stopped to watch the commercials, I'd have been done. So these are quick stitches, really quick stitches. 3 hours, this was 3 hours, and this was almost 3 hours. I did finish that that night, that Sunday night. I ended up finishing that. But it took a little bit more than the 3 hours. But that stitch from your stash, that's what I'm doing with Where Liberty Dwells. This was from my stash. The mocha was from my stash. I just cut it from a bigger piece. And all of the colors have ended up from being from my stash. I don't have toasted barley from GA, from the, what is that called? The Gentle Arts. The Gentle Arts. I didn't have like toasted barley. So I'm trying to decide between, this is what I'm trying to decide between putty, dirt road, and flatfish. So I just have all three of them in here, and when I go to stitch, I'll see which one looks better on the 25 count mocha. I didn't have chili powder, so I just used Ribbon Red. I didn't have Classic Colorworks Sunkissed, so I changed it for chai. I didn't have Blacksmith Blue, so I just threw in, I don't know what I threw in. Oh, I threw in Deep Sea Blue. So I was just trying to stitch from my stash for a few, other ones I buy stuff, but I need to get better about using my stash because I've been doing inventory and I have been shocked at all the crap I have. So not everybody needs to do that. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you don't want to stitch from your stash, don't stitch from your stash. But I'm trying to because I keep getting yelled at and I'm tired of getting yelled at. But I should be yelled at because I buy so much crap, it's unbelievable. Oh, did you just hear that? My husband just yelled. Yes, she does. He's listening. So the other thing I've been working on is my month-to-month. I'm in the month-to-month club for Stitching with the Housewives, and I'm working on March. And I have almost, and I'm doing it on 12, I'm doing it on 14 count gingham, 14 pale gray gingham, 14 count quilt. So I almost have March done, and I got to get moving because it's almost March. So I got to get going. But once you get the March done, I think it goes faster once you get that in, because then, and I'm not going to do all of the stuff they have. It's just my opinion, because I'll show you one of the other things I'm working on. Oh, I forgot it. I'm gonna have to go grab it. Hey, Chad, will you bring me that basket on our bed, our headboard? I forgot it. It has my other whips. But, sorry. I'm not gonna do this up here because I just think it's unnecessary. And I'm not going to do this banner through the middle. I just think that they've been putting a lot of stuff, filler stuff in. And sometimes I'm just like, why are they putting so much in there? There's just so much filler in there. So, and I don't think I'll do all these right there. Thank you, sweetie.
You want me to come in topless?
No, please don't. So he just asked if you, never mind. So I'm just going to leave some of those off just because that's a lot of work, and I just don't think it needs it all. Sometimes simpler is better, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but so I'm just going to leave a few of those off. So I'm working on that, and then the other piece I'm working on for St. Patrick's Day is Liberty Sam. I love this. I'm very excited about Liberty Sam, but I only have a little bit done for him. I started in the middle, and this is on 32 count. I'll put it in the description. I learned how to put it in the description. Learned how to do it. So I'll put it in the description because I can't, it's in my little book. I write down all in the little book from Fat Quarter Shop. That's how I keep track of all my stitches, all my stuff. But I just started on his shirt and going down into his pants soon. So he's on 32 count Lugana, and it's all the called for colors. I had all the called for colors because when I bought it from 123 Stitch, I hit that little thing where it select all and add. So it does have all the called for colors. And it'll be a little bit smaller than I think what this is, because no, this is on 32 count pearl gray linen. So it'll be the same size. So that's good. But I know mine's Lugana. And then I did get the Stitching with the Housewives quarterly spring. I would think everybody's got theirs. I was going to show it. I was going to show you what I'm going to do with it. So this is their spring quarterly thing from Fat Quarter Shop. And I am not going, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it on the, I started it and it's on the pale, I don't think it's pale, let me open it because it tells you right here what it is. It's 28 count. I know that. It's 28 count. Thin, that's it. 28 count even weave thin white pine board. Even weave thin white pine board. 28 count. So it's 28 count, which I like 25 count, but this 28 count has been working up just nice, just as nice. So I started with the middle house right in the middle, and I got part of the roof done and going down into the house. And I just worked on it a little bit, maybe an hour one night. And it came with a key ring. Well, it's not a key ring, but I put it on my, it's a zipper pull, you know, it's a big zipper pull though. I put it on my little ring for all my floss. And it came with the Chelsea checks to go behind it. And it came with the little bag. So I have decided that I'm not going to do the bottom. I'm not going to do March, April, May. I'm not going to do spring either. And I'm not going to do these corners, what's in the corner there. I probably won't do that. And I'm debating on doing the flowers on top of these two shops. I don't know yet if I will or I won't. I'll kind of decide as I look at it. I'm going to do the flowers on the flower shop because it says flower shop, you know. And so I was going to do the flowers definitely on the flower shop. And then I'll see how it looks, if it needs these flowers to kind of balance it out or not. But I'm definitely not going to do these here, these little corner pieces. And I'm not going to do spring. And I'm not going to do March, April, May. Because what if I want to keep it out longer and I'm not going to do these flowers in the corner there? So this will be my bottom, so that, you know, the bottom will be the flowers, the bottom of the flowers, or the stores. The bottom of the stores will be my bottom. And I won't have spring. And then I'll kind of decide if it looks awkward with the flowers or what. And then I'll kind of, as I go, decide how I want it to look and what it should look like. So I just think that I've always loved the Stitching with the Housewives. I've always really liked their stuff. But I just think lately they've been adding tons of fillers. Like some of their stuff, there's just way too many flowers, way too many tulips, way too many snowflakes, way too many candy corns, I'm just like, come on guys, we don't need all of that. But that's just my opinion, and I know my opinion isn't, you know, my opinion isn't the one that counts, isn't the one that matters. So so that's, I also, I'm sorry I'm bending over on you, I don't mean to. I also started, I ordered the gather rounds from Hands On Design, and you know, you got the box, and I have it in my thing here. So it's on, I can't remember what it's on. Mine is on linen. I don't know where the thing is. God only knows what I do with everything. Well, I have it, all the floss here. I believe it's on 32 count linen. I wonder if this tells me. It's on 32 count platinum Belfast linen. And my start is right here. You can't really tell that it's anything from that start. And I'm doing okay on the 32 count linen. It's coming along. My stitches are okay, I think. I don't have the card. I thought I had the card with the picture. I guess not. I'll have to find that, because I can't show you the pattern that I'm working on, but it's the one with the little house. I have to find that. I'll have to find the card to show you. But she gives you everything in the box, you know, the rickrack. She gives you to put them on with the circles, even the glue, people. She gives you the glue, the magnets, everything. She gives you even the batting. So that'll be kind of a fun project. I think the linen for me is going to go slow. I've been going very slow with it because I'm not used to 32 count linen. So that's been a little different for me. And the last one I've kind of been working on, I just kitted it. is the Redbird Sampler. This is the Redbird Sampler by Brenda Gervais. The Redbird Sampler. So you can... I kitted it. Table 8, Stephanie at Table 8 and I bought the Redbird Sampler when we were there, and we were kind of thinking about doing a SAL with the Redbird Sampler. If anybody is interested, I decided to do mine on 25 count mushroom. So I cut it and serged my ends, and I bought the silks for it. I bought the silks from Victoria Dyer website. And the reason we decided to do the silks, which you could do the called for DMC, I believe it's called for DMC with 4 DMC, 4 Weeks Dye Works, and 4 Classic Color Works. And you could use those colors, or you could use the silks. The reason we wanted to do the silks is because we saw Chantel at 141 doing it at the retreat with the silks, and it was gorgeous. And she was doing it on 25 count, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So we kind of wanted to start it and do it. Once you see somebody doing it and you see it live, it blows you away, because you're just like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. So we really wanted to try it on the silks. And so we were thinking of doing a SAL with it in March. So if people are interested, comment below and let Stephanie and I know, and we would really love to host that SAL for everybody. We could break it up and come up with some ideas. We could start it, I know there's a couple starting at the 1st of March, so we could start it the middle of March. Let us know your thoughts. I know I'm starting on March 1st already, but I'll start too. I'm not afraid. I'll do it. I do want to start Hive Rules March 1st, but I think the Red Sampler is totally different than Hive Rules, so we could have 2 totally different SALs going at the same time. So let us know your thoughts. If there's a lot of people out there that would like to start the Redbird Sampler with us, then we'd love for you guys to join and start it without the silks, with the silks. I'd love to see what everybody's thoughts are on what kind of linen or Lugana or Ada they'd want to do it on. I would be excited to see how many people would like to do it with us, what they'd want to do it on. So let us know your thoughts on that. And Stephanie and I can get together and figure out how we'd break it up into how many weeks. So give us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. Okay, so now my haul, because I got some haul. Like I wouldn't have haul. Are you people crazy? Okay, so I might have to talk a little less because my husband can hear me right now. I found these, and somebody should have told me a long time about these. Hello. They're from Heartstring Samplery, and I found them on 123. And there's so many of them. There's the Tea Time edition. Are you kidding me? Are those not the cutest thing you've ever seen? They're like little buttons. You can put them in little dough bowls, people. They're adorable. Oh my God, they're so cute. And then they have the winter edition. I mean, somebody should have clued me into these like a long time ago. Christmas edition. Oh my God, Valentine edition. I didn't get any of these done because they just came the other day in the mail. Beekeeping edition. Oh my God. I need to get these done. Springtime edition. Stitching edition. Americana edition. I'm going to put these in my flag bowl. Oh my God. I got these just because they had the squirrel. It's a woodland edition. And then summer garden edition. I think there's even more. But okay, then on 1-2-Stitch, I did figure out though. Oh, and I bought about 2 platinum, 32 count platinum, 13 by 18 of these. Just so I could start on a couple of them. Are they done on 32 count? Yeah, they're done on 36 parchment. Weeks dye, model stitched 1 thread over 2 on Weeks Dye Works 36 count parchment. Oh, so 32 count platinum, they'll be fine. But, so I got 2 of those to stick in there with them. And then I got all the Weeks Dye Works in there. But I noticed that you hit 1, 2, 3 stitch, you hit select all. Like when this comes up, you just go over and hit 1, 2, 3, select all. Well, they all have the same colors in them. So I started stopping that because then I was getting like, you need 8 of the same color. So then I just went back and said, no, I only need like 3 of the same color. Because you know you're only going to need a little bit of that with how small these are. So at least I didn't buy the same color for every single one of these. I did stop myself and figure out that I was not going to need 8 of the same color. That I really would only need like 3. And that would probably get me through all of these. So I at least wised up at some point. I mean, I was actually proud of myself thinking, oh, I don't need 25 of these. I only need 3. Oh my God. But I do want to start on these because they'll be nice quick stitches, you know, that you could like do in the car, or when you don't want to do work on a big project, you could just pull these out. I did put them in my big Bountiful bag. I love these big bags. They're my favorite. So that was some haul. A lot of haul. And sadly, I even have more. Yeah. Sadly. I bought some, oh, yeah, you're going to love this. Wait till I get to that. I did buy the Houses on Peppermint Lane series. And, sorry, I'm just right in front of you here. I did buy the 25 count mushroom, about a yard of it. And I have the Kimberly's from Fat Quarter Shop. I have her version of the colors. So I bought her version of the colors and the Peppermint Lane. And so now I just gotta put it in a bag, and therefore it's kitted. But I think I have to cut this yard down because I want to put them all on one. I don't want to individually. I'd like them all on one. I think they'd be cuter all in one. So I'm gonna do that. And then I got, I did get All Dogs Are Precious. I think that's so cute. So I got that new pattern. I want to make this for my niece Lydia. Let your light shine. Yeah, I always have plans to make these things. Now, if I actually make them, that would be interesting. Okay, sorry, I just had to fix that. Oh my God, this is the cutest thing I ever saw. Life is Better Wolf. Oh, where's the glare? Oh, there. I love it. Oh, come live with me and be my love, and we will be the Pleasures Pro, 1759. I don't know what I was thinking it was going to say, but is that better? So cute. Oh, that's another giveaway. Oh, I bought this on, I think Cat Quarter Shop. I really needed one for my pins, magnetic pins thing. I bought some sticky board, and it was really weird. I bought sticky board, and inside the sticky board from Amazon, they had a bag. I don't know if it's for your sticky board. It was weird. I opened it up, and there was a bag with my sticky board. It was a little weird. Oh, I bought some more fabric. I don't know if you guys can see behind me at all, but I'm a Wonder Woman fanatic. Been a Wonder Woman fanatic since I was little. When I was little, I had Wonder Woman underoos that I wore until they were hanging off me. And then when I was older, like in college, I found you could order Wonder Woman underoos from this catalog, and I ordered them. I made my grandma order them for me. But yeah, I've always had Wonder Woman underoos, even in my 20s, people. And I love Wonder Woman. I always have. And I found some Wonder Woman fabric at Walmart, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, you and Wonder Woman still?" And I'm like, "Yes, Mom, me and Wonder Woman still." Now, I liked her before she became famous again. And then everybody was like collecting Wonder Woman stuff. And I'm like, I've been collecting it before y'all collected it. But it's okay, because now it's easier to find, but still. And then I found this Americana at Walmart too. I really liked it. And it was like $5. So this was 99 cents. 99 cents. And oh, I got this book I really wanted. I'm just gonna wait till next Valentine's, but I love it. Oh, I guess it doesn't have to wait till Valentine's. It's the tomato. Oh, I thought it was the Valentine's book. No, it's the tomato book. So I want to do a couple of these small ones. Oh, and I got these. I was very excited about because I'm going to do them. I've always been a big Disney person. I don't know if you can tell how much I love Disney. These are these aren't Maleficent, are they? These are Maleficent, yes. These are my Maleficent ones. I have Belle, huge ones. I have Little Mermaid, huge ones. I have the Snow White Queen. I have 101 Dalmatians. I can't remember her name right now. I've got lots of earrings that are like huge. I'm a big earring person too. So I should just wear them on here because I never get to wear them out anymore. I'll just wear all my earrings so you guys can see them from week to week. But I've got the Cinderella one. Quaker Fantasies by RETM. Oh, I love this one. It's beautiful. Try into the glare. You can. And then they had a Belle one. Belle's my favorite. Belle has always been my favorite. She came out my senior year in high school. And my mom took me and my best friend, Abby Heimerman, to see Beauty and the Beast my senior year in high school. And I fell in love with her then. And I've always loved her. My dog is named Belle. My little baby, she's not in here, but my little baby Belle, she's adorable. And then I love this, you guys. I want to see if I can get it done by Easter because I think it's the cutest thing. It's from Hello Liz Matthews, called the Berry Patch. It's a glare. Oh, it's so cute, is it not? It's adorable. Oh, and I'm gonna kit this. Oh, this is what I'm kitting because I've wanted to do it forever, and I know a lot of people are doing it now, but I have Winter Rose Manor. And I am going to do it on 32 Platinum Lugana. and I got the thing for it. I just have to cut it. And I'm going to do it with the silks from Victoria Dyer. Her, but I don't want to do the house in the white with the, so I bought 4 different pinks. So I bought 4 different pinks that I want a pink house. And so I bought 4 different pinks to try. I got Love Lost, Good Intentions, Afterglow, and Twisticle. So if you know what any of those look like, give me a shout out what you think would be the best between Afterglow, Twisticle, Love Lost, and Good Intentions. If you know what any of those look like on platinum, 32 count platinum, I want to switch one of those to the house because I really want a pink house. And everything else will be the called for switch of the oh my God. See, I've been talking too long. The day is getting old. It's 5:30 here in Wyoming. That's late for me. For the silks, but I really, really want a pink house. So I did buy 4 to kind of go with it. So, and then the other one I have is the Hive Rules. They're starting that on March 1st. I got the silks for it just because I want to do my Hive Rules on 32 count light mint Lugana. So this is the fabric I want to do it on. It's the live mint. So it's just a white Lugana with mint splash. And the silks have the mint in it, you know, it still has the same color palette. It's just basically in silk. And so I thought the mint splash would just really bring out, you know, those color palettes a lot better. And so we'll see how that turns out. I just have to cut the fabric down and kit it up into a bag. And I just ordered some bags. I needed some more bags and I just ordered them from Etsy. So hopefully that'll come in before our next Flostube. But I am going to do 3 giveaways. When I ordered the books, I ended up ordering 2 of these books. So I ended up with 2 jelly bean books. So I didn't mean to order 2 jelly bean books. I must have hit the thing twice. So I have 3 giveaways today. I have a jelly bean book. I ended up ordering 2 Holiday Hoopla Valentine's Day books. And I have a Clover book. So 3 giveaways. So we can't put giveaway or any of that in the bottom. So my question for you is, are you a seasonal stitcher or not? Because I have 3 different seasons. I have an Easter, a Valentine's, and a St. Patty's Day. So do you stitch by season or do you just stitch whatever you're in the mood for? So answer that below. And the main word that I'm looking for is seasonal. Are you a seasonal stitcher? So the main word is going to be seasonal. And that's, I better write down, the main word is seasonal. And I'm doing this on the 20th of February, seasonal. And this, guys, is my book of days. I try to keep track and write what I'm working on every day. And like if I had a bad pain day, I put in there bad pain day in the AM, you know, what I did or didn't stitch. So we have 3 giveaways. And next time I'll draw nails. I'll draw some names and we'll let you know who won. And I'll get those out in the mail to you. So I had a great time talking to everybody. And hopefully next time you'll get a prize. Thank you guys so much and keep on stitching.